look at the old markets, see where we're at. Let me open up a browser here. And I think gopulse.com is a pretty cool place to check out stats. All right, today Pulse is at 5% up, PulseX is 5% up, Ink tokens at 6% up, Hex is at 1.5% up. I was looking at the liquidity on these things, and if you go to like app.pulsex.com, you should download the app. You should make sure it's current. Occasionally check the site, make sure you're running the newest version. I think it's 1.05. Or if you want to do it the less secure way, but the lazy way, then you could use the hosted IPFS gateway thing. The reason IPFS gateways aren't as secure as native IPFS, which you can run if you install an extension or use Brave. I hate Brave, but they do have native IPFS, so that's nice. The reason that running a gateway is less secure is because the gateway could just change what's on the site whenever they want. So if the gateway gets hacked, they can replace the site with malware, and then you're probably going to get screwed, right? So downloading the software is the best thing. And the second best thing is a hosted local, you have your own IPFS hash, that that's the software that you're running, the one you want. And then third best would be an IPFS gateway, or, a hosted community website. And there's a lot of them in the community. I don't know all of them off the top of my head, but a lot of people just made their own hosted front end things. Because, the front end's the front end, right? It's software. You can run it. So the community ran it so that the URL is easier to type. Or, you can just download the file. The only kind of sucky thing about downloading the file is it scares you because it says, you sure you want to run this unsigned software? Well, if you're in crypto for privacy and personal power and, no middlemen and censorship resistance and permissionlessness, it sucks to have to ask permission from the Windows Corporation to register your company to get issued a signing thing that would then allow you to sign the software that you made. So if you don't do all that work, right? If you don't beg Microsoft or beg app stores for a signature, then you're going to get this warning that says, we don't know who made the software. Well, yeah, you don't. So congrats. Anyway, so that's the only downside to downloading the software is if you're new, but you don't know that the software is actually safe. It scares you because you're like, run this unsigned thing. But yeah, unsigned just means the Microsoft company or whatever OS you're running didn't bless it with their magical, signing ceremony key or whatever that you dox yourself for. So I remember back when Pulse and pulsechain were worth nothing. Not so very long ago, 226 days ago. Well, 228 days ago because it's day 227 now. 228 days ago, Pulse and PulseX and the incentive token were worth nothing. And people were trading them at zero. And people got them for free. World's largest free airdrop. And being that it's Christmas and people like to receive gifts, let's take a look and see how much this airdrop's worth. I think it's funny that the market cap of the free coins given away on pulsechain to Ethereum token holders and tokens on the Ethereum network are actually millions and millions of dollars of free money. But people still complain. It's amazing. There's a lot of complaining out there. It's like, wow. It's like guys holding Ethereum, right? Like Solana pumped, and then guys holding Ethereum are crying and moaning and just so sad. And you're like, guys, it was $880 like a year ago. It's $2,200 now. Stop crying. It could be, it could be dumping, right? It could be going to zero. Just chill. Stop the crying. But you see, human beings, they're not actually rational. They're jealous. So if you've got a hotter girlfriend than somebody, they're mad at you. If you've got more money than somebody, they're mad at you. If you got bigger muscles than somebody, they're mad at you. If you're younger or prettier, whatever, it's basically a world of player haters. Now, I can't lie. I feel that same emotion. I see people with more than me and doing better than me, and it makes me jealous because that's what being human is, right? It's built in the game. Jealousy is interesting. It's it's an effective strategy for conscious creatures, which is why you see it across different species. And one drives you to perform better, but it also drives you to do stuff that sucks, right? Like, I think vandalism is in part a part of jealousy. Like, if you can't have something good, then everyone else can't either, that kind of crap. So it's not all upside. There's a fair amount of downside of jealousy. And if, you know, I've explained it a few times, the key to wealth is appreciating what you have. If you're always focused on what you don't have, you will always be unhappy. And the more you get, the more unhappy you'll be, right? So let's say you got a Ferrari and a Lamborghini. You're driving the Ferrari. Well, you're not driving a Lamborghini. Well, sad you, right? And then you got 10 cars. I'm not driving my 9 other cars, you know. So if you truly want to be healthy, if you truly want to be happy and healthy and wealthy and all that, you got to be grateful for what you got, because the more you have, the more you don't have. I know it sounds weird. It's kind of like Dunning-Kruger. The smarter you get, the more you realize you don't know. The dumber you are, the less you realize what you don't know. So you think you're smarter. Well, it's the same thing with money, right? The richer you get, the more you realize you don't have or you're not using. And then the worse you feel. I mean, like, in general, rich people, not really that happy, usually. Hi. Happy with people, happy with friends, not that happy alone. So that's kind of how the tortured genius thing works. Did he just call himself a genius? Yeah, I called the top on the day a couple of years ago. Hi. I called the top at 65K. Price is 43K. What's up? I like how people talk about Michael Saylor. They're like, Michael Saylor's up $1 billion. You're like, hold on a second, you idiots. Let me explain this to you, okay? When you enter a position, you slip the market against yourself. When you enter positions, it's called slippage, right? So if you enter billions of dollars of a position, your actual exit price is a lot lower than what you think it is, because it's going to slide against you on the way out. So a real easy way to tell how the slippage is going to get you is to get in your position, right? However you're entering. I don't know if you're market buying or spreading it over time weighted average pricing, dollar cost averaging, whatever. And then take your position and look at what it would be if you sold it. Right? That makes sense, right? So people are like, oh, Michael Saylor's up so much money. And you're like, yeah. And then how much down would he be if you tried to exit right now? It's not when you buy billions of dollars of an illiquid thing, you're going to push the price up against yourself, and then you're going to feel rich. But then if you're smart, which is what I just educated you guys on, you got to look at your slippage on the way out, and you'll be like, dang, I'm actually not up. Hope I can, scale out or whatever. So this idea that guys that got wrecked buying the top after I called the top are somehow now to be worshipped as though they're smart is very stupid to me. I called the top at 65K. Price is now 43K. It's never gone over 65K since. I called the top on the day. Miracle worker, did it for free. Hi. And they're bragging about buying top and holding. Okay. Especially when you made the top by pushing it up with leverage. What an idiot. And then you see other things like this guy, I don't even know his name, Raul something, Raul Powell or Paul, I don't know, some guy with like a podcast. This guy buys the top irresponsibly long on margin, uses options for leverage. I warned him. I said, don't do it. Don't do it, bro. In his thread, telling him, don't do it. Ladies, liquors, and leverage. Don't do it. You'll get wrecked. He gets wrecked. But now he's like doing victory laps somehow. Like, bro, what? I called the top of these things. You guys bought the top. Stop acting like you won. You didn't win. Hi, Richard Hart. In case you don't know me, I own the world's largest diamond. Never seen it. Pretty funny that, but I own it. What else? Founded the world's largest airdrop, which here's some market caps for those coins. Let's go take a look at some. We've got, I'm just going to sort by liquidity here. Or no, should I sort by market cap? Fully diluted value? Is that the way? Let's look at the wrapped Bitcoin. Now, why do I hate talking about PRC20s to you guys? Because any PRCI20 I mention, I'm worried that you guys just buy. It worries me. I don't want you to do that. So wrapped Bitcoin has an admin key, okay? BitGo, a company in the United States, has that admin key. They could just infinitely mint as many more as they wanted and dump this thing to zero if they wanted to. Now, are they going to do that? I have no idea. Would their shareholders like it if they did that? I have no idea. I don't even think they're public. They're private. In general, I like the things that I founded. I think they have good designs. I hate admin keys. I prefer not to see admin keys wherever they can be removed and not exist. So, WBTC has an admin key, therefore I'm not really a big fan. But god darn, as far as ERC20s and PRC20s go, man, you're just buried in admin keys. Anyway, long story short. So, there's a reason I don't talk to you about half the things on pulsechain or half the PRC20s in the world is because, there's risk in them, right? So wrap Bitcoin, fully diluted value, 14 million bucks. So I think that means is that the total supply, I'm not sure this website's measuring the total supply accurately, but let's just assume it is. The total supply times the price is 14 million bucks. So this coin that was given away for free to ERC20 holders, wrap Bitcoin ERC20 holders, is worth $14 million out of thin air. Cost you nothing. Free. Here you go. Enjoy your free money. Merry Christmas. There's $14 million of value sitting here.